I'm back. Don't fall on the floor in shock. I have returned. It's been a while, as tends to be. I have no skill at keeping a schedule. Let's just come to accept that and move on. For anybody coming back, thank you. I really appreciate you sticking with me through my complete unpredictable, when the heck is she going to record? Nobody knows. And to anybody coming to check me out, thank you. Very much welcome. Come join the madness. I am Ava. I'm known as Truly Wicked Crafts on Instagram, Etsy, obviously YouTube. And I have a Truly Wicked Crafts Facebook page. I have made I have made a secondary Instagram account where I am going to be putting up stuff that I make to sell. Because even though there is like 3 things up on Etsy right now, the fees are murder. The fees are murder. And I'm not going to put up everything that I have to sell on there at the moment. If I don't manage to sell these through Instagram, then yes, I'll be putting it up on Etsy. But that's the new Instagram, newish. The Instagram sales page is Truly Wicked Crafts _dstash. About as simple as you can get. So, is that where? Oh yeah, I also have a Twitter, but I'm hardly ever on it. It's Truly Wicked of Y. So, I think that's everywhere that you can find me on social media. I mean, I have a Tumblr as well, trulywickedcrafts.tumblr.com, but again, I'm hardly on there. So that's about all. That's where you can find me. Quick note. I am not for children. Alright? Just in case you may be watching me when you have, like, any ankle biters around, don't. Or, put in earbuds, turn the screen away, because I curse. I stitch things that have curse words in them. There's a lot of things I do that it's PG-13, sometimes R-rated around here, okay? F-bombs drop. So, if that's not your cup of tea, or if that's not your cup of tea, don't watch. If you have any children around and you don't want them seeing that, because if there are children around you while you're watching YouTube or whatever, guess what? It's your job to make sure they don't see something you don't want them to see. Not mine. So if there are any kids around and you don't want them seeing or hearing things that are coarse in nature, put the earbuds in, turn the screen away. Or wait until they've shuffled off to bed or simply out of your life for the moment. Other than that, let's get into this life stuff. I'm going to start opening with life stuff for, personal reasons, just because I want to. Things are going okay. Things are going okay here. Winter is over, sadly. I hate when a winter ends. I know everybody else in the country, well, not everybody else in the country. I know a lot of people are in my same boat, but I know that people who are like above the snow line are like, no! Yeah, I'm not a summer girl. The only reason I like summer is because I can go swimming. That's it. Well, I mean, my birthday's in summer too, but... So, yeah, so it's getting warmer. It's not hot yet, thank goodness, and it's March, so we've still got the, oh, it's hot enough to sweat. What do you mean I have to wear a sweater going on? Not even day to day, but like morning to afternoon, and it's going up and down, at irregular intervals. Florida. North Florida. So, the weather, not happy that it's warming up. Just me. But, yeah, it's warming, it should be warming up everywhere, slightly. I don't know, I think my sister had snow recently. I really need to move there. Health. My mom's doing good, which makes me happy. I finally got to go to the doctor. Yay! I have to make another appointment with the referred doctor to figure out what's going on with an internal organ that just has pretty much acted wacky since, it activated. My uterus, people, it's been weird since I was like 12, 13, 14, thereabouts. It's been weird. But we're going to see if we can figure out what the weirdness is. So far, blood work, nothing. Just absolutely normal. Don't know why. So it's off to a gyno to get an ultrasound and see if there's anything weird growing. So that's it for the health stuff. I do have an amusing story. Well, kind of amusing. My mother went to go see my granny, who, ignore that. My granny is she has dementia. She also has eye problems. She can't see hardly at all. But so my aunt, my mother's younger sister, takes care of her. Okay. That one little hair is driving me nuts. So my aunt takes care of her. We'll call her Aunt M. Well, Auntie M. That works, because she loves Wizard of Oz. Well, Auntie M called my mother over a week ago, thereabouts. And she needed Mom to come with her to pick some things up from the shop. My grandfather created from the ground up a welding shop. And after his passing, my uncle is the one who now runs it. Well, my aunt helped run it for a while until she had to start really taking care of Granny and focus on Granny. Well, middle of the night, my aunt wants to pick up some paperwork and stuff from the shop. She doesn't want to go alone because, let's say it's not in the best part of town. So she has my mom come with her. They are driving down the road and they see something in the road. Dead ass middle of the night. There's your first curse word. Middle of the night, Nobody around. Streets are just completely empty. They're driving down the road and they see something in the middle of the road. And my aunt initially drives right by and then she stops, middle of the road, and says, "Wait a minute, was that a gun?" My mom turns. I wasn't in the car. My mom told me this. My mom turns, takes a look and goes, "Yes, that's a gun." Now, the smart thing to do, and, well, smart, wise, the thing that a person who has a brain and has watched any frickin' police procedural show ever should know to follow this simple sequence of events. Pull over to the side of the road. Call the cops. Wait for them to arrive. Does my aunt do this? No. Auntie M doesn't do this. No. What does Auntie M do? Well, she does. She backs up. Does pull over. She gets out of the car. Goes over to the gun. Leans down to pick it up. My mom, who's normally the voice of complete reason and intelligence when it comes to situations like this, says, No. Don't touch it. Don't touch it with your... No, she says, no. Don't touch it with your bare hand. You don't want your fingerprints on that. Then she hands my mother a tissue. And says, use this. Not get your butt back in the car and let's wait for the cop and let's call the cops and wait for the cops in the car. No. Here, have a tissue to pick up the firearm with the clip in it so we can take it away from the scene and call the police from the shop. I'm pretty sure that the cops, so that's what they did. They called the cops from the shop, said, "Hey, yeah, we found a gun in the middle of the road. We brought it here with us. Can you come get it?" I'm pretty sure, I'm positive that the cops probably, after they left, were probably going, "Oh God, those stupid women." How does my aunt not realize that's screwing with the chain of evidence? That's messing with the scene. That's messing with the evidence. What the heck? Woman, come on. This is common sense. And my mother, who's usually really good at common sense, should know it too. What? My mom came home and she told me this story and I was just looking at her like, you did what? You said what? And just, you did not tell her to get her rear end back in the car and call the cops from the cell phone? What? I don't have words for... This came up yesterday as well because we were visiting my granny. I like to go at least weekly, and my aunt wanted to pick some stuff up. So we went over there yesterday, and my Auntie M goes out to get the mail. She brings the mail in, and she holds up a magazine. She says, "Why is this coming to me? It's a gun magazine." Big Brother's watching you. Just, I love my aunt to pieces, and obviously I love my mother to pieces, but oh my God, how stupid can they be? I really wish I had gone, just so I could have been in the car to be the one to say, no, get your butt back in this car. These are the people I'm related to. Yeah. So, amusing story. If painfully dingbatty. So, moving on to what do I have in my shop? Yeah, I'm putting that before the stitching. You can skip if you don't want to see it. Well, I have this in my shop. On the Instagram page. I have this. Look at that adorable little thing. It's a little kitty. Yeah, there we go. And it's set in a coffin, and it says, if it fits, I sits. I've got 3 currently available up on the D-Stash Instagram. I love it. I love it. I actually bought 5, and I'm keeping 1. So, and someone has bought 1, so there's 3 more available if you want it. Yes, of course, because this is the shop update, I'm shamelessly plugging. Bags. There's bags. There's a troll bag. A Trolstis bag. Because, you know, winter Trolls movie. Trollstis. It has pretty plaid and snowflake lining. Now, this is absolutely big enough to fit, you know, like at least a 6-inch Q-snap, and this is actually part of my haul, part of the shop brownies. Not quite enough to fit an 8-inch. This is, I do not have the, I don't have the paper with all the sizes listings, but these particular bags, these are like the kit bags, knitting crochet. They generally run about 10.5 inches to 11 inches wide by between 7.5 to 7 3/4 high, and they all have about 2-inch box bottom corners. And they all have a handle, little side handle. That's one of the kit bags. Here's another. Bunnies! Bunnies and glasses. Ah. Bunnies in glasses. Are you dead? This is the cutest thing. Originally it was going to be a bigger bag, but then when I was cutting the fabric, I noticed there was a slice in the fabric. Oh. And the lining is cute puffy clouds on blue. Dookie. If you get that reference, thank you, and I adore you. But yeah, toucans. Bright yellow zipper. The lining of this one, yowza, pixelated rainbow. And we have some lovely nautical boats with an anchors along the top, and polka dot lining. Another kip bag. Kip means knit in public. Of course, obviously you can crochet in public as well. Or you can stick your crochet, your spinning, you know, anything that'll fit in there. Patriotic Wales with firework innards, firework star innards. They're bags, they have innards. These are all, this stack is all lined with fusible fleece, so they're a little cushy, nice and thick, and they stand up well. I have two of these. These have medium weight interfacing, so they're not as thick, obviously, but they are solidly stiff. And little bears and stars with little dots. It's solid fabric on the inside. I have two of these. This is a larger one. Now this can fit obviously fit an 8x8 Q-snap. If you really want to shoehorn it in there, it can. You can squeeze an 11x11 into this, but it kind of stretches out the bottom so you don't get the full box bottom. But you can fit an 11x11 Q-snap in this with a few accoutrements. And it's, again, don't remember the sizing. It's up on the D-Stash Instagram, so if you like it, if you want it, there are two. Go get it. I am sad to be giving this away, but needs must. Crabs! Nautical crabs! This, I had originally cut it so it would fit in 11x11 Q-snap, but no. It's not quite wide enough, but it will absolutely fit the 8x8. And it's tall enough that it would fit an 11x8. So, it's a nice bag for cross stitch, don't you think? And the lining anchors. I have two of these as well. They differ only in the lining. These definitely fit an 11x11 Q-snap. They are about, one way is 15 and the other way is 15.5 inches. Narrow little box bottom. An adjustable, removable strap. As you can see, it's shiny. And inside this one, we have hot pink background with lighter pink polka dots. Ooh. You cannot tell me this is not gorgeous. It's been up on the Instagram page for, since last Friday. And I have someone that kind of sits on my shoulder and goes, no, charge more. Literally, I have someone who says, no, don't you bump up that price. And she gives me shit if I don't. Vicky of Stitch and Button. So, if you don't like my prices, you can talk to her. But here's the second. Same deal. Adjustable, removable strap. Only difference, hot pink with tiny white polka dots as the lining. And they also have the fusible fleece line interfacing, so they're nice and cushy and sturdy, thick. And this is the big mama. This thing is as wide as my shoulders. It is 18 by 18, box bottom. Butterflies! The handle for this one is a top handle and solid pink lining. It's huge. Obviously, being 18 inches by 18 inches, it will fit a 17 by 17 Q-snap. And you could stuff, like, good God, you could stuff a lot of things in here. I could probably stuff all the other bags in here. In fact, let's do that. Let's see if I can do that. Elephant bags. Crab bag. Bear bags, folding them because they're thin enough to be folded. And all the little kit bags. Yep. With room to spare. If you do big projects, hi! So those are in the shop. On my regular Instagram page, I do have some, or those are in the, not the Etsy shop, but those are in the Instagram destash page. If you really like any of those, and you want them, but you don't want to go through the Me Please Etsy, or Me Please Instagram PMing me your PayPal address, you know, which one to send the PayPal invoice to, and what country, so I can get the shipping right. You can message me and ask me to put it up on Etsy as a private listing. I will charge you for the price will increase a little bit to accommodate for the Etsy listing fee, 20 cents, just by 20 cents. But I will do that. If that's how you prefer to shop, I'm happy to do that for you. Just, I want them sold. So, you know. I also have, so, there's those. That's all for the stuff I have for sale on the Instagram destash page. I don't have them out here with me, and I'm not getting up to go get them. But there are 3 skeins of yarn, 3 listings, up for sale on my Instagram. And I will stop here and insert pictures. This one is called Witchka because the colors kind of remind me of a bubbling witch's cauldron. This one is Amran Nefaraga from the movie Song of the Sea about the Selkies. And this is Forbidden Forest, Harry Potter reference, of course. I took a picture of 2 different sides because it's really nicely variegated with like spruce and gray and a little brown, black, and gray. So those are up on the Etsy. And that's it for now. On to FFOs. Well, the beady-eyed among you will notice I'm wearing one. This is Don't Tell Me to Smile by the Witchy Stitcher. I used waist canvas and stitched it on this shirt, and it's fantastic, and I love it. I love it so much. Another finish I have. This is Having a Ball by Doreen Jones from the Just Cross Stitch Halloween 2018. Isn't it cute? Oh my god, that's adorable. Isn't that adorable? It's adorable. And nice, and I stuffed this sucker. I stuffed this sucker well. This cute little hanging ball. I'm 12. And I have a... Don't tell me to smile. I have notes this time. Yeah. I did my love spell. And obviously, since it's... Wait. I mailed it late. Oh. Yeah, I organized the exchanges and I mailed my exchange late. It was tiny! And took forever. Why do smalls take so long? But I will insert a video clip of me showing that off. That FFO off here. Alright. So this is what I finished, and hopefully it's in the mail by the time you're seeing this. It should be. But this was for the Stitcher's Coven Love Spell exchange. And I'm not going to say who I stitched it for. I severely underestimated my stitching ability on this. I love the high count. But I did not expect blackwork to take so long on high count fabric. It took forever. But here it is. This is, the pattern is by Amanda G. Cross Stitch on Etsy. And she has like a set of flowers and blackwork. And I took the poppy and stitched it. Ooh. Whoa. And I put it in a little trinket box, which was painted white, which is why everything's getting blown out. And I lined it. I lined the little box. It's the second time I've ever lined a wooden box, but this time went a lot better than the first. But yeah, there you have it. It's cute. It's pretty. Let's see if it blows out less if I put it back over here. Just a little bit. So, there it is. Now I will be sending you, Back to the Future. Bye. I'm holding things up so that I know which clip this is when I upload. Because otherwise I won't remember and it'll get all mixed up and crazy, and I'm saving my own sanity. So those are my FFOs. I have a couple FOs. I have a couple FOs. First one, fabric I dyed. Beware your eyes. This is bright. Yes, it is that bright in real life. It's actually a little brighter than I was aiming for, but I am not going to put it into a darker dye bath because I don't want to risk losing that gorgeous color. I have no clue what I'm going to stitch on it. I just know it's pretty. Oh, itchy nose. And I have a stitching finish. A pattern of my own design. If you are in the Stitcher's Coven, you should have already seen April's version of this. And you probably saw the finished piece. And oh Lord, I just noticed it's not actually finished. almost finished, but this is for the Stitcher's Coven Turns 2. Yeah. The Stitcher's Coven group on Facebook has been around for 2 years. Almost. It'll be 2 years in May. There's currently a contest going on that involves selling this. This is a Ladies of Color version. Go from pasty pale to of 3770, 754, 436. Now this is actually charted for the Ladies of Color version. This particular witch, who I like to call Ripper, because same Ripper, she is actually charted in 841, but that looked a little pale compared to, that looked paler, and I wanted a little darker skin on mine. But it is charted in 841, but I stitched her in 842. And I think she's charted in 842 and stitched in 841. One or the other. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. She is stitched in 840. That I remember. Now, you note, they're naked. Or one of them's naked. That's Skyclad. This is Perky. I think you can guess why. Snippy, Ripper, and Floppy. Again, you can guess why. And Floppy is supposed to have a needle up above her. I will add that in. Damn it. Dang it! And I had originally intended to stitch this in DMC Etoile, but I forgot, and instead I stitched it in the Petite Treasure braid that I stitched the words of the first Stitcher's Coven pattern I made, and so it matches, which is also why she's 754, she's 3770, and she is, or well, actually why she has red hair, and why she is 841, 840. Yeah, I'm confused. But if you're a member of the Stitcher's Coven Facebook group, that's a free pattern if you want it. Join the group. It's easy. Really easy. All you have to do is answer 3 questions and you're in. And those 3 questions are: how long have you been cross-stitching? How did you find us? And do dark themes, horror, witchy stuff, etc., etc. offend you? So just answer the 3 questions and you're in. Simple. Come join us. Come play. It's a great group. And I don't say that just because I'm a mod. Many, many people who do not mod agree with me. Vicky, my consultant for pricing, Vicky is also a mod. The group was created by the fantastic, marvelous Amy Taville. My sister, April, is a mod. And Jennifer is also, and another mod is Jennifer. Not the Jennifer you may be thinking of. Not that one. No, Jennifer is, I don't know if she has a Flosstube. She may not, but she's a wonderful, wonderful, sweet, amazing person. So all my other mods are awesome. I'm just kind of floating in there doing my best. But, oh, just a moment. Ow. Butt's going numb. So, come check us out. Come join us. Play. We don't bite unless you ask. So, we're having the contest in Sal going on. It goes through March and April because the Stitchers Coven birthday is in May. And there will be a prize draw. A bag made by Vicky. Stitch and button. I have seen the fabric for this thing. It's fantastic. Believe me, you want it. I want it. I don't get to win it, but fortunately she has extra fabric, and I'm going to pay for one. It's gorgeous. So, come join us. Come. Is that getting a little creepy? Probably. So, those are my finished objects. Whips. What have I been working on? Well, stitching-wise, I haven't picked this. I didn't pick this up in February, but I definitely worked on it in December. The Legendary Creatures alphabet, my adjusted version. A is for Angel, and B is for Banshee. Flamin' Sword, people, Flamin' Sword. I did not design either of those two. I cannot, off the top of my head, remember who did. Well, the Angel was mostly designed by, can't remember her name for the life of me. But as a Valkyrie, and I changed the shield, gave her a flaming sword, and changed the colors, and gave her a halo instead, and, fiddled with her dress a bit. So, I just adjusted someone else's pattern for that. Someone else came up with the Banshee, and isn't she fantastic? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I still need to do more. This was 2018's Cloud's Factory Sal, Legendary Creatures Alphabet. I finished that one and wasn't too pleased with, I didn't particularly like all the critters in it, so I'm doing another version with different critters. With some different critters, some I liked, but and my second whip is also a Cloud's Factory. Also very behind on this sucker. This is the Grimm's Fairy Tale Sal. I haven't even finished January's part yet. What is wrong with me? What's wrong with me is I've been busy with other stuff. That's what's wrong with me. But, yeah. We're going to see if I can catch up. Think I can catch up by the end of March? Pray for me. Oh, Lord. But those are my whips. Shop brownies. Yes, of course, I have shop brownies. Why would I not? I, at long last, have all 6 Poison Pixie patterns. I actually got this as just a little something extra to put in the cart when I went to 123 Stitch to get this. Yeah. That is Lilith of Labrador, people. As soon as the fabric comes in, which I'm not sure whether I'm going to stitch it on Whirlpool or Huntress. I'm leaning Whirlpool. But as soon as the fabric comes in, she's getting started. Because I also have all the beads and treasures. The silks. And the Krynic. This is... When they say there is no petite treasure braid equivalent, there is no petite treasure braid equivalent to this sucker that I've seen yet. It's an iridescent purple. Really, really pale lavender iridescence. And it's really pretty. So, Lilith is getting started as soon as that fabric arrives at my doorstep. And I figure out which fabric I want to use. Of course, obviously. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, yes. Yes. It's not cross stitch, but I do yarny and woolly fiber stuff as well. And oh yeah, yay! This is a Snyder spindle. It's also a whip, because another stash acquisition is being spun up on it. But I've had Snyder spindles, gear spindles, one of them, one or another, on my Etsy wish list for ever, since I started spinning, because it's gorgeous. And it's a lot lighter than I expected, because I have another one that I got as part of a kit, and it's heavy as heck. But I saw this on his shop page. I check every once in a while just to see what he's got going and if there's anything interesting. I saw that, and I hit the buy now button so fast I gave myself whiplash. It's a dragon. It's a dragon. Of course, I had to get it. It arrived, and it was much lighter than I expected. I was like, ooh, I'm going to have a new learning curve with that one. So, I went to one of my favorite fiber what's the word I'm looking for? Purveyors. And I got some fiber. I got some Spanish merino. I had just planned to get like an ounce or something of, regular merino, just to, get used to the feel of that, but 4 ounces. I don't know what I'm going to do with it when it fully becomes yarn, but it'll be interesting. And it's this nice rich brown. Do not judge me for sniffing the wool. It smells fantastic. I'm a yarn sniffer too, so me. But I think when I'm done, spinning this up, I may over-dye it with something red. Wouldn't that be pretty? Let me put it back in the plastic bag. I keep all my wool stuff in plastic bags because we have wood moths here, and wood moths also really, really like wool. I used to needle felt. I made an adorable squirrel for my mom once, and I made a gnome once. They're very, very dead now. Frickin' moths. Also from that shop, which is BZB's Fiber. Caribbean Hues. BZB's Fiber. It's pretty. But the one that I got that I really want to make yarn is this. It's really hard to tell the colors. Not just because of the bag, but because the camera just... It's dark colors. It's not black. It's dark, dark navy and dark purple and just... Let's see. Oh, that's actually catching it really good. It's called Raven and it looks like raven feathers. I'm not joking. Is there a floss that color? Because if there was a floss that color, I think it would become my favorite black. Oh my god. It's just gorgeous. And I can't wait until I'm done spinning the rest of that. Not just the brown Spanish merino, but also the Caribbean hues. Because those are going to be my practice runs. And then I'll start this. So, that's what the shop brownies brought me. They also brought me the 8-inch Q-snap that I've been using for, you know, various reasons. But I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Did you have fun? I hope you enjoyed my madness today. And I don't know, obviously I do not know when I will be back recording another Flosstube. I just suck at that. There is nothing extra. I mean, I was reading, you know, the very stuff by Stephen Beale, but Michelle Bendy did that too, so, and I think she finished the whole book, so, you know, no need for me to do it. Yeah, there's really nothing I can think of that I have else to say. So, I will just let y'all go. Enjoy your day. Take care. Bye.